Hello friends, welcome to Bio Vidyalaya. I hope you all are doing very well. Before going to begin, I would like to wish you a very successful and happy New Year. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about what is loss of function mutation and gain of function mutation. This video will be helpful for those who are preparing for CSIR NET Live Science exam and GATE. If you are new to my channel or if you didn't subscribe this channel yet, then please do subscribe and enable the bell icon. So let's begin. So what is meant by mutation? Mutation is the change in our DNA base pair sequence due to various environmental factors such as UV light or mistake during DNA replication. So mutation is a change in the sequence of DNA nucleotide. Change in the sequence of nucleotide brings sudden change in the morphological characteristics of an organism, phenotype of an organism. If such change are heritable, then we are calling it as mutation. Then it is called as mutation. So mutation is defined as any heritable change in the sequence of nucleotide of DNA. Any heritable change in the sequence of nucleotide of DNA is called a mutation. Okay. What is meant by loss of function mutation? Loss of function mutation, also called inactivating mutation, result in the gene product having less or no function. We know that each gene product is a protein. Gene product produces a protein or enzyme. Each protein has a specific role and that produces a phenotype. Okay. Each mutant phenotype is the result of loss or malfunction of a specific protein. So, loss of function mutation also called inactivating mutation. That will result in the gene product having less or no function. A loss of function mutation so alters the structure of protein that the protein no works correctly. If the structure of protein is not correct, then protein will not work correctly. Or the mutation can occur in regulatory regions that affect the transcription, translation or splicing of the protein. Okay. So, we know that tumor suppressor gene that is controlling cell cycle. Cell cycle regulating genes are tumor suppressing gene. This tumor suppressing gene is controlling the cell cycle, isn't it? Activation of gene product of this tumor suppressor gene that will decrease cancer risk. That will decrease cancer risk. So, loss of function mutation can lead to loss of activity of this gene and allowing cancer to occur. If this tumor suppressor gene is not working properly, if it loses its function, what will happen? Cell cycle will not control. So, over proliferation of the cell cycle will occur. Survival of the cell will occur. So, cancer will form. Okay. So, these loss of function mutation are frequently recessive. Frequently recessive mutation. For example, the recessive disease cystic fibrosis. The mutation that cause cystic fibrosis are loss of function mutation. This mutation produces non-functional form of cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator protein, which normally regulate the movement of chloride ions into and out of the cell. So this cystic fibrosis is caused by the mutation in the cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator gene, or we can say CFTR gene, that is coding for cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator protein. And its function is to create channel on the surface of the cell to allow the movement of chloride ion in and out of the cell. When the CFTR protein function properly, the balance of the chloride and fluid at the cell surface remains normal. This is the normal CFTR channel. If the CFTR protein does not function properly, mutant CFTR, then the balance of chloride and fluid is disrupted, causing mucus in various organs to become thick and sticky, and that will lead to lung infection, poor digestion problem, and some problems in reproductive system. Okay. We know that this cystic fibrosis is a recessive mutation. So, for a person to cystic fibrosis, there has to be a mutation in both the copies of the CFTR gene, one from mother and the another from father. So, we can represent that as small letter d and small letter d. This is a recessive mutation. Loss of function mutation. Okay. So this cystic fibrosis that will inherit in autosomal recessive manner, and we can represent affected person as homozygous recessive and carrier person as heterozygous and normal person as homozygous dominant. Okay. Next is gain of function mutation. Gain of function mutation causes the appearance of a new trait or function, or causes the appearance of a trait in inappropriate tissue or at an inappropriate time. So we can simply say that gain of function mutation is the overexpression of a particular gene or a particular protein. For example, a mutation in a gene that encodes a receptor for a growth factor might cause the mutated receptor to stimulate the growth all the time, even in the absence of the growth factor. We know that the growth factor is required to stimulate growth, cell reproduction, and cell regeneration, etc. when it is bind to growth factor receptor. If this growth factor receptor that will become mutated and that will become active in all the time in the absence of growth factor, then what will happen? That will lead to cell growth cell reproduction and cell regeneration all the time, even in the absence of growth factor. Isn't it? That is called gain of function mutation. Gain of function mutation are frequently dominant in their expression. They are dominant mutation. We know that oncogene that will cause cancer. Activation of the gene produce that activation of this gene product that will increase the cancer risk. So this gain of function mutation overactivate a proto-oncogene and that will become an oncogene and that will cause cancer. Overexpression or the gain of function mutation of proto-oncogene will cause cancer. Okay. For example, Huntington disease. The mutation causes DNA sequence called CAG to be repeated too many times and causes brain cells to accumulate clumps of protein that become toxic, resulting in cell death. That is Huntington disease. Okay. So we can say Huntington disease is a dominant mutation. So we can represent allele responsible for the disease as capital H and normal allele as small letter h. Any child having a capital H will inherit the disease and any child with the genotype capital H that will not survive to birth. And small letter h is the normal person that does not inherit the disease. So this is a dominant mutation. So loss of function mutation result in a complete gene inactivation or in a completely non-functional gene product, and gain of function mutation that will cause the appearance of a new trait or a new function, or it will cause the appearance of a new trait in inappropriate tissue or in inappropriate time. Example for loss of function mutation is in the case of tumor suppressor gene. Normal function of tumor suppressor gene is decrease the cancer risk, and the loss of function mutation in tumor suppressor gene that will lead to loss of its activity and allowing cancer cell to occur. An example for gain of function mutation is in the case of proto-oncogene. When mutation occurs in a proto-oncogene, it becomes permanently activated. It will become permanently turned on. And this is gain of function mutation. And this mutation is considered as dominant mutation. So this gain of function mutation is the dominant mutation and the loss of function mutation is the recessive mutation. Okay. So here I am winding up this video. If you like this video and find it helpful, then please click the like button, share this video with your friends, and your subscription is my motivation to make more videos like this. So don't forget to subscribe this channel and also don't forget to enable the bell icon. So you will get notification when I upload new videos. Keep learning. Thank you.